Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to episode 72. On today's episode, we're going to be giving our post-match reaction against for the Girona versus Barcelona game. It ended in a 1-0 Barcelona victory. Thank God we won. It wasn't the most brilliant performances. As of late, we've been saying this a lot recently. Barcelona haven't been playing well, but we've been getting the results. As always, I post a link on Twitter. If any of you guys want to join into the discussion, basically like talk about the game, or just join with us, you're always welcome to. It's at Kool-Aid Podcast 10. Once again, click the link and you join. But Alex, it wasn't the best performance today. We got the win, but other than that, I would say we basically like got away with it because like towards the end of that game,
Yeah, they got
it
many chances. Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't pretty. But Girona were like putting on the pressure. Some key saves from Ter Stegen.
Yeah.
Um,
For sure. You look at the game today. Um, it was a very nervy one, especially like you said toward the end of the game. Um, a very sloppy performance from us. I mean, both teams really, but we're Barca. We're held to a higher standard, and we have a better quality side. So I expected more from the team. Now, admittedly, we did have some players that weren't able to play. Excuse me. From the beginning, Dembele injured. I don't know. I haven't really kept up. Haven't seen any updates on how serious this injury is.
So far, I don't think nothing has come out yet.
Yeah.
The
So
Bella went off, I think, in around the 29th minute.
yeah, he went off
Um,
early. Yeah.
yeah, he went off early. Pedri came on. Huller scored the goal, but it didn't seem that serious just because Usman Dembele tried to continue in the game.
Hmm.
That was the first thing he tried to continue,
Right.
and the second thing is that he didn't go straight to the dressing room. When players are seriously injured, they usually go with the doctor into the dressing room and get some tests done. But no, Dembele stayed, and
Yeah. I mean, I thought the same, but of course, you never know. Now, it was a good sign to see that he wasn't that hurt, but again, we lost him early, and as of late, he's been. I mean, he's always been an important player to the team, but as of late, he's been vital in the attack. Um, Especially because we've missed Lewandowski in the league games, and of course we've had him for the cup games, and we still haven't done a lot. But it's extra security we have. I thought the defense today was good, um, considering we didn't have our best starting defense toward the end of the game. We did, but or most of it. And I thought everyone did a fine job defensively, especially Araujo at the end. He was just vital.
yeah, Rojo was key.
Midfield wise, I don't, I thought we had some of our best midfielders playing today, but I don't think we were brilliant either. I saw a lot of misplaced passes from Busquets, De Jong. I don't
Hmm.
think he was that involved in the game at times. Gavi had a pretty good game, but again, I don't think he had a bunch of involvement
No.
either. And Pedri, well, he came on uh in the beginning of the toward the middle end of the first half, and he had a good impact in the second one. It was a terrible mistake by Gazaniga, of course.
Yeah,
We got very lucky to score that, but he got the chance. He put it away. I actually thought Jordi Alba did a good job, but once he came in the second half,
yeah. Hmm.
at least offensively, he was piling on the pressure, and the goal that we scored essentially came off from a play he did. I'm not saying it wasn't assisted, obviously it wasn't, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time trying to find out what the reason is for us playing so poorly as of late. I mean,
No, well,
we're winning, and I'm happy about that. But I need to understand because I just don't think we've also faced incredibly hard teams yet.
we haven't just. I think the difference is that we've been playing against low block teams, for example, like Getafe, Girona. These are teams that like to defend and block, like to defend deep, and Barcelona struggle with it. Like Barcelona, under Xavi, they've been struggling a lot. They haven't been able to break down these teams, and on top of that, our front line isn't filled with confidence. When I look, other than Lewandowski and Dembele, and then now it seems that Dembele is going to be injured. None of the attackers fill me with confidence. Ansu
Yeah.
Fati today, he had a game to forget. Rafinha, I thought he had a
Rafinha, right?
tremendously poor game from him.
Yeah,
I thought,
I thought Rafinha had a horrendous performance today, and Ansu Fati, he pressured well. I thought his pressure was good today,
yeah,
and he got the ball back for us a couple times, but his decision making wasn't great. Some of the passes, like I believe the pass to Jordi Alba and the build up to the goal was from Fati,
uh huh.
if I'm not mistaken. but or maybe it was Gabby. I don't remember now. But still, it gives you a lot. It gives a lot to be desired, and you're looking at this performance, and it's just like you know,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
wasn't the best for him. He missed the shots he took were terrible, and in the box he had a couple through balls from I believe it was Pedri or someone. Oh, no, it was Rafinha who gave him a couple balls like at his feet as he was running, and I understand those are hard to control and score, but he had a couple of those that he missed too. And I don't know. I mean, it's good that we're getting Lewandowski back for the league games.
Yeah, we are. We are
Um,
Lewandowski is going to be missed because these are the type of games that he could make a difference. That he does make a difference in.
right. I
But
mean, there's crosses. He's one of the tallest players
mhm,
in the field. He can get into those crosses, score.
yeah,
And yeah, we definitely could have played a lot better today. I'm happy with the result, but I will say one thing though, unrelated to our match performance. I thought the refereeing today was bad.
I agree. There were a couple instances where Barcelona players were booked, where there were some fouls called. But I was thinking, are you serious? If, for example,
Yeah.
and the amount of fouls that were called against us, for example, like small little fouls,
Hmm.
for lifting the arm or
Well, yeah, it was always like a
they are like a
backhand
natural
thing.
hand movement. I'm just and the other players just like completely faking it. I'm like, are you like, come on?
You know, but
Um,
to be completely fair, like there were a couple calls in our favor that I was like, well,
yeah,
one of them was at
true.
the beginning of the game. Conde hit the ball out for a goal kick, but because the other player was near him, they thought it was a corner. I mean, I don't really care about that. I mean, we benefit from it, but so like I thought the refereeing today was pretty poor. Um, there was also that really scary play by Eric Garcia and from a corner where it looked like he brought down one of the players with him.
Oh yeah, for
But I
from a
mean,
corner.
thankfully the referee.
I mean, looking at that play, like towards the end of the second half, I don't know that play that could have been a penalty.
It could have been that's what I'm
Because
saying. Like, I mean,
because yeah,
essentially, I think it's a 50-50 because, again, we got to remember players when they get into that situation where they know you're marking them and they know you're being physical, they're gonna dive.
yeah, they are.
They're gonna feel the
Um,
slightest pulling and tugging, and they're gonna go down. So it makes it hard for the refs to distinguish what's real and what's not. But still, I thought the refereeing wasn't great. Tactically, we didn't want to go with a four-man midfield, but we ended up doing it because we just didn't have the wingers.
yeah, like our
Um,
best players were basically like gone, and on top of that, like no one is on like a good run of form other than Dembele.
yeah. Well, I think Gabi's been in a good run of form and Pedri.
Well, I was referring to the attackers.
Oh, of
Um,
course, yeah. No, he's been the only one
yeah,
that's as of late been. And look, listen, I think we gotta look at options, at offers for Rafinha because if he keeps it
for
up,
sure. Okay,
no, like
okay.
listen, when he came on in the club, I was such a big fan because I had seen him at Leeds and I was like, well, this is a talented guy. Like he can bring a lot to Barca, but I don't know if it's because he's not used to because I believe in Leeds he had more of a free role in that midfield and in that attack, and he wasn't really like he liked drifting out wide to the right, but he wasn't just restrained to that.
Okay.
So I don't know, maybe if he's out of position and just not like doesn't feel comfortable, or maybe the pressure's too much for him because it is Barca, but he's had a pretty poor season to be fair.
Uh-huh. So this is the league table. After today's victory, we are 6 points clear of Real Madrid. Real Madrid have a game to play tomorrow against Real Sociedad. We're gonna hope that they're gonna drop points because
Yeah, I mean, listen, the current Real Madrid that I saw against Atletico in
yeah,
the Copa del Rey and that I've seen in the other league games has been very unconvincing.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I think they can well. I think they can well lose
Mhm.
against Real Sociedad tomorrow.
The thing is that Real Sociedad's best players, I don't think that they're going to be available. For example, such as like David Silva,
Hmm.
um, players like that. They're not going to be available. But our next game is going to be against Real Betis on Wednesday. That's going to be through the league. We're like once again we're going to need some much better performances because Barcelona hasn't been great. Um, But once again, the most important thing is that we got the 3 points and we continue this like winning streak. We're just building and building and building. But before we round off, match rating and man of the match.
If I had to give a match rating, it'd probably be like a 7,
A
and
seven.
and that's
Wow.
being generous. Yeah, I thought
Uh,
we played terribly.
Yeah, I thought we played terribly and the
It
players played
almost it almost
terribly.
didn't it almost didn't feel like a win, right? Because like I celebrated Pedri's goal, but I was like, oh. that's a goal. Okay, like like
Yeah, exactly. Like I was actually much harsher in my Rats rating. Okay, so
mhm.
you go with 7.
And my
I'll
man of
go.
the match. Well, real quick, my man of the match, I probably have to say probably Araujo because he was vital at the end.
Yeah, Araujo was vital.
Yeah, I don't want to give it to anyone that attacked or played midfield today. I don't think anyone
Nah,
deserved it.
um, I would say for the match rating, I would give it like a 6, a 5.5, something like that. I thought Barcelona played church.
Yeah,
No,
I
I'll give
I,
it a
I
six.
only
I'll
give
give
it
it
a
a 6 just because we won. Just because we
yeah.
won.
I
But
gave it a 7 just because we won and like it was away from home, but still, I understand.
yeah, exactly. It wasn't a great game. That we should have. We basically didn't create anything in that first half. When you think about it, we didn't shoot on target. Nothing. And I was gonna say Rajo, but I'm gonna give it to Pedri because Pedri got the goal.
It's
Pedri
fair. Yeah,
Pedri got the
he
goal.
had a good game.
Yeah, and he was very good in some passages of play. So my man of the match is Pedri. Um, but once again, you could have also given it to Araujo. Um, but guys, that was it for today's episode. As always, I post a link on Twitter if you guys want to join. You're always welcome to. We're going to be hoping for a much better performance on Wednesday against Betis. I believe we're going to be playing away from home. Yes, we're going to be playing away from home against Real Betis, and let's hope for a good result tomorrow between that Real Madrid and Real Sociedad game. As always, guys, like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you guys all on the next episode. Peace out,
Yeah.
guys.